Good morning, it's Jay. It's about 10 o'clock here in New York City, and I figured I would check in with y'all, say hello, let you see another dog in my life. Yes, this is Fine Guy. Uh, I love this dog. Anyhow, he's a lot quieter than Rico is, but he's really, really effective in finding alerts. So, one of the things I wanted to talk about really quickly while we have a few minutes this morning is Azure Status. So, Azure Status is going to be a place that you can go to find out what's going on with the actual uptime of the services that are associated with Microsoft Azure. So, let's say you are trying to spin up a virtual machine and you kind of are having an issue. You can always go to the Azure Status page and take a look at what services are currently functioning or not functioning. So if you want to also make a determination of what services are available in specific regions, it's also a really good helpful tool also. So that's azure.microsoft.com, ENUS, status for me. It's really easy to look up if you go to Google or whatever your favorite search is and just look up Azure Status. As you can see, it's always updated. There is an RSS feed, so if you want to keep this information in your RSS feeder or reader, no big deal. It's a really easy way for you to be able to get information about the health of your cloud. So as we kind of move into the weekend, just want to talk about a couple things. Recently, we've seen that there's been a huge uptick in conversation around code of conduct because Linux has decided to take on a code of conduct. And I got some interesting feedback from some gamers recently who didn't really seem to think that it was necessary to have a code of conduct. And I can say as a person that's done things in regards to events that codes of conduct really help protect people from abusive situations that, to be honest with you, they don't need to be in. There's no predicament that I can really think of that a person deserves to be cursed at, yelled at, or treated less than what they deserve to be treated as. So, really have to take a moment to remind people that codes of conduct exist not just add some sort of PC or whatever you want to call it aspect to the process of building software or applications. But the point of a code of conduct is really to set guidelines so that people know the correct way to treat one another in the environments that we work or do events within. So I don't really see it as a big problem. I find it to be one of the more reasonable things that we've done to make work more accessible to everyone, is to state this is a code of conduct, this is how you are expected to act within, say, a repository, making comments on pull requests, or if you are in a meeting and you're talking with your coworkers, there's a certain way that you should really behave. I don't think that's so wrong. And I think about the amount of people that have kind of been pushed away from technology because of the lack of code of conducts that we've seen. And it's tough. We don't want to reduce the availability of this type of work to anyone. So I believe that, setting guidelines on how to properly behave within the context of, working in Linux or anything like that just makes a lot of sense to me. Another topic, we've only got a couple days left until Microsoft Ignite. A bunch of my coworkers are going to be heading there, and they've been working really hard on different types of content to teach you about. So let's check out the Microsoft Ignite 2018 page. It's in Orlando, Florida, the 24th to the 28th. You're going to learn a ton of stuff from all the different professionals from Microsoft. You can meet people. It's a really great opportunity to be part of the Microsoft ecosphere and meet with the people directly that are building it. Unfortunately, I won't be making it this year because I already had planned to go to Chaos Conf. I mentioned that yesterday. But it's another really cool way of having a conference regarding chaos engineering, which is a very, very new practice in technology, and I kind of wanted to check that out. And really, that's about it. This weekend, I've got some plans. Have some coffee first. I'm going to go to a show tomorrow night and see the band Pig Destroyer and Despise You. If you like extremer types of metal or hardcore, you might have heard of these bands. If you're curious, I've got this Uncle Acid the Deadbeats single that I'm going to listen to as soon as I finish this video. Really big fan of this band, and I was just glad to see that they got a new song out. If you haven't listened to them and you like kind of the Beatles, check out Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats. I really, really liked the album Mind Control, especially the song Death Valley Blues. Great song. Anyhow, so have a great weekend. If you have any questions about what's going on at Microsoft or on Azure, you can always find me on Twitter. That's right. As I said, find me on Twitter at @JDestro. And that's about it. Have a great weekend. And from everybody here in New York City, have fun. Thanks. Bye-bye.